2000 Chevy Express 5.7. We got to pull the engine. As you know, these can be pretty difficult because they're snub nose. The engine's supposed to come out this way. I really didn't want to do that. It takes a whole lot of time. This has got air conditioning. You have to discharge the air conditioning because the condenser up there, this fan actually even has rear air AC. So anyway, we're going to show you how to do the shortcut. The book says 22 hours, R&R. We are going to raise the body up, leave everything on the ground, cut that time close to in half. Well, I'm not going to tell you every little thing to take off. I'm assuming you've been doing this kind of work long enough that you can figure most of that out for yourself. So today we're going to show you how to cut this job in half, or at least pretty close to it, by basically cutting the van in half, actually top and bottom. The key thing to remember here is the important difference is what you're thinking about. Normally when you take an engine out, you disconnect everything from the engine. But in this case, we're not going to think engine, we're going to think body and frame. Disconnect everything that attaches the body to the frame, including the wire harness. We have laying down here on the ground is the wiring harness, which has all the engine controls on it. So everything is loose, and here's what we do. Go ahead and raise it. We've got the lift all the way up. We'll leave it raised up. We've got the lift on its blocks to keep it up. I will caution you when you do this, you do need to place your lift arms underneath the frame and brace it in a few places so that when you do raise the body, you support it with the lift by the weights, the weight by the body. And it should be a whole lot easier now to come in here with a cherry picker and raise this engine up, just bring it over here and R&R the engine. That's how you can cut the book time in about half. I wanted to show you the air conditioning so you can see how simple it is. You don't have to discharge the air conditioning because looking up from below you can see the radiator and air conditioning compressor or condenser are still in place. The AC compressor is hanging from a wire. We unbolted it, wired it up, and all of your tubing then goes back to the rear AC. So you don't have to discharge your AC at all, and that saves quite a bit of time. Your brake lines just have to be disconnected from the master cylinder, and then all the brake lines go into all the wheels, both front and back. Everything are on the frame. All of the gas tank right on the frame except for your fuel filler neck. I want to tell you about the engine harness. Really the only thing you need to disconnect is the bulkhead connector. The fuse box, it's all one little assembly. You just disconnect that, bring it over the top and lay it down in front. You're done with the wiring. And it's out of there.
And that is how it's done.